Wait, what? What the fuck is this now? You know what? I don't even want to know. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Black Ops Cold War. Real quick before we get started, we're almost at 50 subscribers on the channel, so if you're new here and you enjoy what you see, by all means subscribe. So today I wound up finishing up the Plague Diamond launchers, and yeah, I mean, these things look completely ridiculous. Like, I honestly don't even know what else to say about them. They look so silly. I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of piss me off a little bit, though, that the rocket part of the RPG isn't covered by the camo. Although this Sigma, dude, this thing looks ridiculous. And now I just have this pinkish purple launcher. Don't expect Plague Diamond launcher gameplay in this video, by the way. The launchers in this game are absolute garbage. Like, I'm not running around with them. Are you kidding me? Even the Sigma's not the best thing in the game at doing its own job. Like, yeah, it's good for shooting down UAVs and stuff, but if there's an attack helicopter up, you're actually just better off switching to an LMG with the vehicle damage barrel, because it'll actually destroy it quicker. Also, before I get started here, one niche complaint that I have, and I realize this probably only applies to me and like a select group of people, right? But before I play, I like to warm up for a little bit against bots. I just throw myself into a free-for-all game with unlimited score, and I just shoot at bots for a little bit, you know, get the shot warmed up so I don't get wrecked for my first few lobbies. So one of the things that the bots do that really piss me off is, for whatever reason, they really like to use Molotovs. Like, all of them. They will default to Molotovs, they will spawn in, and the instant they spawn in, they will throw the Molotov, and then the map is just covered in fire. I can't see anything. There's all kinds of places I can't walk. It's just annoying. So you're probably thinking, oh, just go over to the equipment tab and, you know, restrict Molotovs. Except when I go over here, for whatever reason, for all of these, it shows the assault rifles as the things that I can restrict, except for the field upgrades down here. For whatever reason there, it says jammer and gas mine. The weird thing is it has the visuals for the items too. Like you can see here for the QBZ, it's showing the Molotov. So I don't know, man, that's just something that's been bugging me recently. So I'm not gonna lie, man, I've been running into a couple people here and there that have Dark Aether, and I'm really excited to get it. I don't know what it is about the Treyarch camos, but like for whatever reason, they seem more vibrant than Modern Warfare's. Has anybody else noticed that? I mean, obviously, you know what, with Plague Diamond and Dark Matter being like animated, obviously they have somewhat of an advantage over, you know, the Modern Warfare camos, but like you look at like Damascus or even like Platinum and Gold, the gold camo on this game looks way better than the one in Modern Warfare, in my opinion. And honestly, Dark Matter looks a lot better than Damascus as well. I don't know, for me, Damascus doesn't really feel all that flashy, I guess. Like yeah, Damascus looks cool when you see it for the first time, but like, I don't know, it doesn't really pop. At least not while you're in game. Like if somebody has Dark Matter, you're gonna know no matter what. Whereas if somebody has Damascus, you're only really gonna find out if you pick up their weapon or something, or you like see it in the pregame lobby. I'm already over that raid playlist, by the way. That playlist is sweaty as fuck. I don't know what it is, just people being on raid, for whatever reason, it makes them want to try even harder than they normally do, and I don't really get why. Back to Nuketown for me, it would seem. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Treyarch's camos. They just look cooler. You know, like I said, Gold looks great, Diamond looks way better than Platinum in my opinion, and Dark Matter looks way cooler than Damascus. And as if all that wasn't enough, then you got Plague Diamond, which, that shit looks so ridiculous, it looks like it came from a fucking stream highlights thumbnail. Actually, speaking of which, I don't know what the deal is, but YouTube has been recommending me a lot of like streamers highlight videos over the last couple days. What is it about streamers and having just like the world's most ridiculous thumbnails? Like, don't get me wrong, pretty much everybody on YouTube clickbaits to a degree at this point, but like, dude, fucking Nickmercs has some of the most ridiculous looking thumbnails I have ever seen in my life. Like, Nickmercs' thumbnails are actually ridiculous. Whoever makes his thumbnails for him 110% deserves a raise. Wait, what? Because first of all, they're essentially all exactly the same, right? It starts off with a picture of his face in the exact same position on the thumbnail every single time, with him making some kind of like dumbfounded, surprised expression. And then you've got a picture of a weapon in like the inspect animation, like he's inspecting whatever weapon the video is going to be talking about. But then whoever's making the thumbnail, like, I don't know, photoshops off the camo or whatever and replaces it with some like fucking wacky psychedelic nonsense. Oh yes, gimme. Ha 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 ha, sucks to be that guy. Yo, where the fuck is their team at? Wow, that chopper gunner actually got me, like, hardly any kills at all. But yeah, so these camos that he replaces them with, like, they're not camos that exist in the game. They're these weird fucking, like, lightning, psychedelic-looking fucking... Some graphic artist took 10 tabs of acid and just whipped that shit up. And then he caps it off, and this is my favorite part of the thumbnail, by the way. He caps it off with this, like, little infographic about the supposed strength of this weapon that he's gonna be showcasing, right? And every time it says, like, power, control, speed, and the fucking graphs are just all the way off the side of the graphic. I guess it's supposed to imply that every weapon's a fucking one shot. It's got like no recoil. I don't know, like, does that work? Do people actually click on that thinking that whatever he's showing is that ridiculous? It's just so funny to me, man. These thumbnails are so goofy. Like, honestly, I wish I could make thumbnails like that. They're hilarious. I'm not trashing on Nickmercs, by the way. First of all, this applies to like every streamer. You got like fucking Tim the Tatman in thumbnails where people are photoshopping volcanoes onto his fucking head. But being serious for a second, like, the thumbnails actually do look kind of, I mean, they're funny, you know? I'd click on them. So yeah, I'm not trashing Nickmercs or anything. I have an immense amount of respect for Nickmercs, as I would for anybody who manages to get that big on Twitch talking into a headset mic. So I know in the last game I didn't really do that bad. Like, I went positive and stuff, but in general, I've actually just kind of stopped caring about how I do. Like, if I go negative, I don't care so much. I don't really care that my stats aren't the best. Like, maybe it's just leftover habits and beliefs from the old days of COD when your stats actually meant something, but like, it does bother me that my win-loss isn't where, you know, historically I'd want it to be. And like, my KD's not bad. It's like a 1.2, but obviously that's not exactly elite either, you know what I mean? Get wrecked. I can't believe it. That's so disgusting. But yeah, I've stopped feeling so bad about my stats not really being where I'd like them to be. And a lot of the reason for that, I think, is because a lot of the YouTubers especially that I follow have been, I guess, a bit more open than they were in the past about like their stats and their struggles keeping them up, especially in this game, what with skill-based matchmaking and all that. Like, for example, this one YouTuber that I follow and I actually really like said in the video they uploaded today that their KD is actually worse than mine. Now, I will be the first one to say this person is a much, much better player than me, right? Like, in a normal game, there is no fucking reason that this person's KD should be lower than mine. And they were saying that their win-loss is, like, down somewhere around, like, 35% or something like that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking that mine was horrible because I'm hovering between, like, 44, 45. This dude's fucking sitting on, like, 32 or some shit. I don't know. Honestly, I wish more creators would be more forthcoming with that information, because as just a general pub player who doesn't really think of himself as being that good, it is endearing to know that like my struggles aren't just mine, you know? Like, they're going through the same thing with the skill-based and people just trying way too hard in every lobby that I am. So I've been noticing that there are a lot fewer times on this game, I guess, where like I'll get off after an entire session of getting completely wrecked and just feel like I'm the worst player in history. Because that used to happen all the time. Like, that was part of the reason why I found so much difficulty in grinding Modern Warfare consistently, particularly towards the end. Like, I would go entire sessions just playing like complete dog shit, and then at the end I would just be like, well, I'm just the worst player ever. I have no fucking talent for this. I forgot how to play after not playing for 5 years or whatever. But this year, I think I'm doing a lot better job of, you know, keeping in mind that it's not just me, it's the way the game is designed. You know, there's gonna be lobbies where I do bad, there's gonna be lobbies where I do really bad, and it's not because I suck or I'm a Timmy in disguise or anything like that. It's literally just, you know, the game's not designed for me to succeed as consistently as I'm historically used to, I guess. Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Because, like, you know, if you rewind back to, like, COD 4 or Modern Warfare 3 or games like that, I could go positive any game if I wanted to, with the sniper. Like, if I was getting mad at a lobby or something like that, or I was just like, you know what, fuck it, like, these kids are getting shit on and there's nothing they can do about it, I could pull out a Barrett 50 cal and very consistently do that. But on this game, like, it literally feels like a coin toss half the time whether or not I can go positive sniping. Like, the only time I feel consistently confident that I can actually go positive is if I'm using some kind of meta weapon like the AK or the MP5 or something like that. Haha. Oh, come on. If I hadn't hit marked him, I could have gotten more. Oh, well. Anyway, I guess the whole point of this rant is that I'm having a lot more fun on this game than I did on Modern Warfare, and I think at least part of it is I just don't care as much. Like you guys see in my videos, I try and win every game, but I don't get nearly as pissed off when I don't. And I'm also a lot less quick to just say fuck it and bounce from the lobby when my teammates don't feel like playing the objective or whatever. Like, unless it's a game of domination and my team really clearly just isn't going to help us get out of spawn, and it's specifically on a map like Nuketown where it's gonna be miserable if we can't get out from behind the houses. Usually I just put up with it and do what I can, and then like I'll only leave the game if we're getting completely wrecked, you know? And I don't know, maybe it's not a good mentality to have to care this much less than normal, but it's been leading to me enjoying the game more, so, you know, I can't really complain. But anyway, that's about it for this video. The next thing on the to-do list for Dark Aether will be the shotguns here. The SPAS I actually have some decent progress done on as far as the challenges go, because I basically leveled it up in zombies, so a lot of these are, you know, they got a good bit of progress on them so far. The problem's gonna gonna be the Gallo because I haven't used this in zombies at all, so this is gonna be starting completely fresh pretty much. I'm gonna have to sit down and do a few runs with that one before I can get it polished off. But anyway, that's about it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like and subscribe if you want to stick around for more content. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.